Baltimore is pretty much in a must-win situation.
It's going to be a spicy battle this weekend.
Hit high and deep to left field, way back and gone. Solo home run for Matt Chapman. The Blue Jays lead 1-0. Springer jacks it to left. Hayes going back. That ball is gone.
A Springer dinger puts the Blue Jays on top.
Swinging a drive to left, going way back to the wall. That ball is in the second deck. Second home run of the night.
And a pair of absolute bombs for Matt Chapman.
When he gets hot, he tends to get really hot.
This is what it's all about, isn't it?
It is. It's a lot of fun. You know, we're in a playoff hunt right now, so every day really matters.
Saturday, we will see if the Blue Jays can lock up the series. Jose Barrios takes the bump against Kyle Bradish.
The broadcast crew may have taken Friday off, but the team certainly didn't. They combined a bullpen evening successfully and got necessary home runs to defeat the Orioles in the opener of this three-game series. That means they are now 6 games clear of the Orioles as today's affair begins under some sunny skies and an open roof, and we are so glad to be back at your service, so to speak. Jamie Campbell along with Joe Siddall as we present Blue Jays Central ahead of Jose Barrios' start today here in Toronto. Let's focus on the last 6 meetings between these clubs, and it has gone as well as you might expect. Just one loss, and that was the day that Brian Baker beaked off at the Blue Jays bench unnecessarily. But the Blue Jays have been dominant in recent days against the Orioles, and that has had an impact most definitely on the surge of Baltimore in the wild card standings. That surge is really no longer evident. They sit 4.5 behind the Rays, and there are the Blue Jays in the top spot, as we know that the Mariners and Rays both lost a night ago.
And a high fly ball to left. This is hit well, and it's gone.
5-run third inning for Cleveland.
He went down, dug this one out, and hits it out of the ballpark.
This one stings big time, and it's 8-0 Cleveland.
Blue Jays need to have Barrios turn things around.
This one has really gone south on him.
Since that day, it's been a pretty terrific month for Barrios. Since the 12th of August, he's had one rough outing. That came against the Cubs. Otherwise, 4 of the 5 have been quality starts, and that's why you see the impressive numbers on your screen as we set the scene on this one by taking it down to field level and bringing in Arash Madani.
And Jamie, it's interesting when you speak with Barrios about what's changed since August 12th. When he's put up those kind of numbers, he'll tell you that he's gotten into a better rhythm on the mound and just how much that has helped him. And then when you take a look at the numbers and dig a little deeper, you see just how effective the changeup has been for him, and he's trying to generate weaker contact. Well, look at the ground ball rate. Over the last 5 starts, nearly a 20% difference there. The hard hit balls have minimized significantly, and as a result, the strikeouts have spiked. So going off speed and a steady dose of it has been so very important with Barrios in his turnaround over the last month or so.
For him, it just gets him deeper into the game. Get some weak contact. We want to get more weak contact early in the at bat. And I think that pitch sets that up.
It's just a really good pitcher, kind of hitting his stride with having a little bit of an inconsistent start to the year. But changeup has definitely been more relevant, especially, you look at the way they stack their lefties against him today. And, he still has the ability to sink it, four-seam it at the top, elite breaking ball. But he's in a really good spot right now, and I'm looking for more of the same from him today.
I think it's been really effective. I mean, you look at our whole staff, I think they're all realizing how important that pitch is. Obviously, Stripling's been great with it. Goss obviously has the split and the change. Manoah uses the change at times as well in big counts, and Jose's the same way. So I think it's a pitch that, controls bat speed. It keeps the hitters off balance, and it puts you in a position where you don't have to be so fine with your fastball.
as you see Barrios walk off, here's Shai Davidi joining us. It's so interesting. You think back all the way to late March. Barrios was the opening day starter, and now as we inch towards October, you think about a potential wild card series, who's getting the ball in games 1 and 2, some combination of Manoah and Gausman, and then you wonder if there's a game 3, who gets the start? Is it your opening day starter, or is it Ross Stripling, who has really emerged? And here we sit in the 3rd week of September, and I'm not sure there's a real answer to that right now.
I mean, Stripling is on a remarkable run. You think about his past 6 starts, each of them at least 6 innings, no more than 3 earned runs allowed. And it's a level of consistency that makes you feel pretty confident of what you're going to get. And this season has been up and down for Jose Barrios.
Yeah.
There have been stretches where he looks like the ace that the Blue Jays paid him to be, and there are times where he looks like a guy who's struggling and trying to find some things. I don't know that right now it's an open audition or anything that dramatic, but if Barrios doesn't maintain this consistency and Strip continues to pitch really well over the coming weeks, that's only going to make this a bit more of a complicated decision for the Blue Jays should they end up having to make that.
And in October, you really need 4 starters. You don't need 5. And over the last 2 or so weeks, the Blue Jays have had 4 starters. They haven't used 5. Instead, they've gone with bullpen days. That is now complete. The relievers got the job done last night. Matter of fact, over the 26 innings they've been asked to work over 3 starts, they gave up only 8 runs, and that's mission accomplished.
Absolutely, and I think there's a sense within the Blue Jays that they can't push them too much further, right? In an emergency scenario, sure, you may have to do this. You never know if there's an injury or something along those lines, but they understand from a front office perspective, coaching staff perspective, that running 4 starters out in the month of September in the midst of a pennant race is not ideal. And what's going to happen the next time this spot comes up is going to be September 24th, next weekend in Tampa Bay. Mitch White will be eligible for recall at that point. You recall the job that he did in a bulk role Tuesday in the doubleheader against the Rays. The likelihood is that he's going to be called up for that start. He stays moving forward. Question mark for the Blue Jays is, how do you make the roster spot for him right now? You want to keep everyone in that bullpen because of the way that they've been pitching of late. So there are going to be some machinations there in the week ahead, but the sense that I'm getting is that if they don't have to, the Blue Jays want to put an end to the bullpen days.
Tomorrow, they get Alek Manoah, who may very well be the ace of this staff right now. What's not of debate is who his catcher has been all year. All 28 outings, it's been Alejandro Kirk, except Kirk has been dealing with some left hip tightness. Now, this was a good scene earlier this afternoon after a few days kind of down. Kirk doing some baseball activities. He was running the bases. He could return tomorrow, or with an off day Monday, maybe Danny Jansen catches Alek Manoah to give Kirk a little more rest.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting call from a Blue Jays perspective, because you don't want to disrupt Manoah's rhythm and comfort level. And not that he's going to be in bad hands with Danny Jansen, far from. He's one of the best game handlers that you'll see in baseball right now. But there's a comfort level in a relationship between him and Alejandro Kirk. But the flip side of that, the Blue Jays want to have an opportunity to give Kirk a number of days off, not disrupt that one time, and then give him that extra day of rest and return him into action in the Philadelphia series next week. So it's going to be an interesting call. My guess is that if Alejandro Kirk comes in tomorrow feeling really good with no after effects from the running that he did today, they may end up going with starting him tomorrow. But if there's any hint that he could benefit from the extra day off, they can really multiply the effect with the Monday off day. And my guess is they end up leaning on that route.
They've asked a lot of Kirk, a lot of workload, and Kirk told me regardless if he plays or not, there's stretches, there's cold tub, there's hot tub, there's a bunch of different things he does. Jamie, to the effect of an hour after every game is his recovery to try and keep that body right.
Well, Arash, as you would know, the hips don't lie, and you have to pay attention to them from time to time and make sure you're in good shape. The Blue Jays know they generally are when a starter in the Big Four takes the mound. Notice the team record when either Barrios, Manoah, Gausman, or Stripling takes to the hill, and today you get Barrios up against the Baltimore Orioles. And Joe, you're awfully intrigued by the way this right-hander attacks Baltimore when he faces them. Why is that?
He's faced them twice this season, Jamie. When you look back in June, he used his curveball. He's spinning the baseball very well, and we know when Jose's spinning the baseball very well, it's a tough pitch, especially on right-handers. The second time, the most recent time he faced him, it was more the changeup. Now, why is the changeup such an effective pitch? Because the way it comes off your fingers and rotates, it looks a lot like the fastball. So as a hitter, you think fastball 93, 94, all of a sudden now you get that changeup diving down in the zone and also arm side. That's away from lefties and into righties. And when you look at these last two starts against the Orioles, just 4 lefties in the first start back in June. So he had a feel for that breaking ball. And when he has a feel for it, it's an excellent, excellent pitch. Good spin, but you have to have that grip and the feel. Some days you don't have it. We have seen the inconsistencies from Jose Barrios this season, and I think a lot of times it's some days he has the good feel for the spin, other days he doesn't. But we've really seen him now, and more recently in his recent start against the Orioles, and especially in his 2 September starts, he is going to the changeup. It's an excellent pitch. 3-1 count. The hitter's looking to drive something. Santander just rolls this pitch over. You can get early resolutions to at-bats. You can use a changeup early, 0-1. And when you get early resolutions to at-bats, guess what, Jamie? You can go deeper into ball games. Now, Brandon Hyde has 7 left-handers in the lineup against Barrios tonight. Guess what we might be seeing? Yes, look for the changeup. Pitchers will alter the grip, hold it different ways, but the whole idea is the rotation out of the hand on the changeup. It mimics the fastball. It looks just like it. Maybe Jose Barrios has taken a page out of the Ross Stripling book, because we know it has been an incredible pitch for Stripling. I expect to see a lot of changeups from Jose Barrios today.
Or the Bugs Bunny book, too. He had a pretty good one, too, as far as I recall. So Barrios goes up against Kyle Bradish, and it's no wonder Blue Jay hitters are comfortable against Bradish. He's making his 5th start against them today and has fashioned a 7.27 earned run average when facing the Blue Jays this year. The opponent's average is a robust 356, so that bodes well for the Blue Jays. Wearing red today is Mr. Barrios and his teammates as we get set for first pitch on a gorgeous day for baseball here at the Rogers Center.